of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. For free information and to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, simply go online and visit DRA.com or call 800-433-8909. 800-433-8909. Again, that's 800-433-8909.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
Here we go, time for a special edition of the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show on this Thursday, April 2nd.
I'm a Chivato.
The No Stress Sports Talk Express is in the IE, home of Sua Cravens. Oh, Sua! We are live at ONT Field in Ontario. Today is opening day for the Tower Buzzers, Ontario's new baseball team, and we can't wait to celebrate with you. God, ESPN LA loves the IE. Sua Cravens with Travis today, producer Laura, who is part of Team Tower Buzzers, and so much more. Oh, I hear Gregory Arthur Bergman. The Greg Bergman School of Content's going to be part of the fun. We are going to have some fun. Live from Ontario, ONT Field, the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, live from the Tower Buzzers opening day, made possible by Omnitrans, right here on ESPN LA. Let's do it. Broadcasting live from ONT Field, the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, your Thursday afternoon right now.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if you guys could tell by the cross. I'm pretty fired up to be here. I'm
fired up to be here today.
I'm pretty excited. Anytime you get me near a baseball diamond, a field, a stadium, I get a little juice, Sua. I'm not going to lie. I've got that little extra something today.
Swinging the driver hard right now.
Yeah, I'm fired up.
I showed up here. I went inside with Laura to go inside ONT Field looking for you guys, and you're just walking around, checking out the field.
I could spend all day staring at that field. I could spend all day staring at almost any baseball field. I am thrilled to be here. I can't wait to see a little baseball. Can't wait to be a part of the ribbon cutting that they're going to have over here. Get a chance to watch that. Laura, of course, is a part of the Tower Buzzers. What are we calling it, Laura? The production team? What's the proper title?
I think so. No, so I am
studio host,
infield MC.
Infield MC. So Laura's going to be doing her thing with the Buzzers all season long. And Sue, you said something to me. I asked you right before we came on the air. Did you play any baseball in high school or anything like that? And your answer was?
Absolutely not. No.
Why? You're a professional athlete. I would think that you would have been a very valuable addition to your local high school baseball team.
Yeah, it's not that I wasn't asked to come out all the time. And no, the ball was a very intimidating factor in all of this. I don't want to get hit by the ball. That's why I did not play.
So you're not afraid of a guy coming head first at you and hitting you, but you're afraid of a ball coming at you.
Yes, a ball hitting you in the face.
Helmet to helmet, somebody just pushing the helmet.
Yeah, because I can control what happens. I can chop your legs. I can get out the way. I can make a decision. When the ball's coming off of a ricochet, off of a bat that fast in the infield, all the people that play in the infield, my hat's off to. I salute them like they're military members. It's like you guys are risking your lives every pitch. So yeah, no, that's what kept me out of the game.
I'm with Greg. I don't understand how there's a pulling guard that's deciding he's going to take your life, and he weighs 300 pounds, and he's looking to walk up your chest, and you go head up with that guy.
Yes,
but some 17-year-old kid who's failing algebra is going to throw a 68-mile-an-hour fastball at you, and you're scared of that.
I'll take Trent Williams in a zone block any day of the week over that high schooler throwing high and inside on the first pitch of the game. It's over. I don't want to play.
So a lot of summers we have a company softball game. We have All-Stars Friday night.
Yeah.
You're not going to come play softball with us because you're afraid of the ball?
Did you hear Travis threaten me and say, Osua's playing? Hide inside. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my spot. Just
Lucky for you, Travis doesn't try.
The softball game, I don't try. I just show up and I have a good time.
Okay.
But on a baseball night, like if you and I had faced each other in baseball, I would look at you. Here's what I would see. I would see a pretty good size, athletic-looking guy, and I'd be like, I need to get in his kitchen a little bit. I need to get in here. Like big guys, you want in. Right, I want to get in on you, and if it happens to get away from me, that's not my problem.
If it happens to get away from you, that can change my life forever.
So I work from the chin down, so you're going to be fine. I'm not going to go anywhere.
The moneymaker is okay.
No.
You're all right.
I just saw an umpire get hit off a ricochet with an entire mask, and he's in concussion protocol now.
He should stay there. He should just stay
there. You've touched on a very sensitive subject because while I do not want to see anybody get hurt, if there had to be an umpire go into concussion protocol, CB Buckner would probably
not
be the first choice.
He had a tough week last week.
He had a very bad week.
That's a very bad week.
Yeah.
Maybe the worst week ever for an umpire in a variety of different ways.
And
it was behind the plate, it was at first base, and then it was behind the plate again.
And here you are saying it's his karma for a couple missed calls.
I'm with Trev. It's just more so like if it happened to anybody, that's the right guy for it to happen to.
I'm just saying, and look, I am not the most religious man in the world, but I do believe in the Church of Baseball. Okay. Let me explain.
Okay.
So when the previous night, CB Buckner was umpiring first base,
yes,
there was a play where the runner put his foot in the middle of the bag. Not the edge, not the corner, not the front, not the back. Like if you were going to do with laser beams, the geometric center of first base, that is where this man put his foot down.
Very clearly touched the base.
CB Buckner decided, I'm just going to call him out. And then when asked why, it's, well, he never touched first base. Both managers started to laugh at him, like literally laugh in his face. Like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
The players
took 4 seconds for the replay to overrule it. The baseball god said, oh, no, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. And while we're not going to do anything too bad, we're going to make you sit down for a while. So if it's a foul ball off your face mask, I'm just going to chalk that up to the baseball gods saying, you know what, CB, take a break. Hope you get better. Hope there's no lingering effects. I'm not wishing any permanent, ill effects on CB Buckner. I'm just saying,
but just for now,
take a break, like for the rest of your umpiring career. Just call it a day and move on.
So think about it this way: CB Buckner, they have video of it, and where it was slowed down, and you could see his foot in the middle of the plate, and or the bag, and you could see CB Buckner with bent over, staring directly at the bag, like his face is looking directly at it. Yet somehow he could not see a foot in the middle of the bag and decided that no matter what, I'm going to just assume that he didn't touch the bag. You start running up first. Most guys don't touch first on the way up the bag.
Hey.
It was
so you weren't
a lot.
You weren't feeling bad for him the other night. That's okay. Yeah. I got it.
Hope he's okay.
I hope he's okay, but like when we talk about when an important part of your team, like maybe they pull a hamstring or they have a twisted knee or something, like take as much time as you need. Like, let's make sure that you're 100% healed before you come back. Let's make sure that CB is 900% healed before he comes back. Right. And I don't know if we're ever going to get there.
Maybe next opening day. Next opening day.
Or not. Let's just be extra careful that he's ready to go. So let me kind of tell you where we are right now. We're right outside, kind of down the right field line of the ballpark here at O&T Field, and we're in this area here, kind of a fenced-off area where you can come in. There's a bar about 30 feet away from where we're standing right now. There's live music, there's food trucks, there's cornhole, there's a giant chessboard, there's people hanging out in the sun. This is what minor league baseball is supposed to be.
Yeah, this is everything that you want. And I love that everybody's wearing – they got Tower Buzzer jerseys on. There's Dodger jerseys on. And have you ever gone onto the field during games?
Not here.
But not here.
Yeah.
But in regular – just at a minor league baseball game. They do things that are just so different than they do anywhere else.
I like the bat race where they spin around.
They spin around and do that. We did a little bit. Think about things that we did in All-Star Friday night.
Yeah.
They do all those things, but onto a much higher level. It's so much fun to sit here and just watch baseball.
Yeah.
Laura, is that going to be your responsibility to administer the dizzy bat race and things like that?
It is. That is exactly what I'm supposed to do.
What are you planning for tonight?
I don't think I can divulge. Even
are you working tonight?
I am.
All right.
I am working. So that was an impromptu decision. But yeah, so I'm going to be heading out of broadcast here and then kind of crossing, what is that, the little road or whatever here?
Yeah. This is pretty impressive how they considered the fans. Like, the stadium is nice and the facilities are great for the players, but, like, as a consumer, it's just so much to do and occupy yourself before the game. It's really nice to see, actually.
And I didn't get to take you guys because Greg, I showed you a little bit, Tua, I showed you a little bit, but just inside, like, to your point, the players, like, they're, just their area is.
The clubhouse?
The clubhouse is just, whoa.
Hey.
I was like, whoa.
And number one thing, it's clean. I love it. It's really clean.
And this is single A baseball. Like,
right.
there's single A, there's double, triple, and then you get to the major leagues. And there's nothing single A about this ballpark. This is as nice as you're going to see as far as minor league baseball goes, and quite frankly, nicer than some other major league ballparks. I mean, it's not as big, but as far as the amenities go and the sight lines and everything else, this is good.
Where are the Athletics playing right now?
In a ballpark that is not as
like
nice as this.
Not
Now,
like this.
it's bigger. The one they're playing in Sacramento is bigger than this, but it's not any nicer than this.
Yeah, no, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
This is pretty nice.
I think one of the thing that I like most about this is that, especially if you're a Dodger fan and you come out here, you're going to watch guys that you've probably heard of or guys that are going to eventually have a shot to make the big league club. Some of these dudes are going to be in at least at spring training and having a chance to make the club. I've heard of some of these names. Maybe you have too, Trev. Emil Morales, an infielder. Joendry Vargas, a good player that I've heard of before. There's guys that are here that can absolutely become a part of the team later on.
Like, get your auto jersey sig of your 1A favorite player now and watch him blow up to be a MLB legend. To have his minor league jersey signed would be crazy.
Right?
That would be a crazy thing.
I knew you when.
I knew you when you were a teenager, bro.
Right.
And you're this guy. You're a guy now.
Now you're the starting right fielder for the world champion Dodgers.
That's so cool.
Will you sign my UCLA jersey, considering you're a assistant coach there now?
I am not. It is no longer the day of jokes.
Hey, you put it out there. You put it out there yesterday.
Okay.
You put the colors on.
You did.
Listen, man.
No matter what, if joke or not, you put the colors on.
Listen, the pin Griffey was activated yesterday. There was a lot of decisions being made. The thumbs were moving fast, and I got a lot of text message and hate mail from people that didn't scroll all the way to the bottom where it said April Fools. But it's okay. It's okay.
Because you put on the colors.
The colors it did look funny.
Can I tell you? I thought you looked pretty good.
So did I.
Yeah, I thought it just the powder blue and the yellow. I mean, it looks pretty good on you.
It looked good on you, bro.
See, it did. That's the right colors for you.
Yes.
So since we already have two personalities, I feel like the third is kind of just getting in the way. So I can leave whenever.
Not until we talk about Kirk Cousins being the next quarterback of the Raiders, which we'll get into in just a little bit. Let me remind you that the Kings playoff push is heating up. Tonight is Kopitar Legacy Night. Be among the first 11,000 fans in the arena to score an exclusive Kopitar glass. Pregame starts at 7 p.m. The puck drops at 7:30 as the Kings take on the Nashville Predators. Catch every moment on the ESPN LA app. Just tap the Kings play-by-play tile, home of the LA Kings. So Kirk Cousins off the board for the Rams. Kirk Cousins on his way to Vegas. Is he a mentor? Is he a teacher? Or is he the starting quarterback? We'll get into that coming up next. It is DeMarco and Travis. Sua is in for DeMarco. We are here at ONT Field in Ontario getting ready for the season opener of the Tower Buzzers on ESPN LA.
Oh, Lakers fans, are we ready for another party? Oh, party. Tonight is the night. The Lakers, ESPN LA, and Michelob Ultra are teaming up for an epic watch party at Tom's Watch Bar in downtown LA tonight. Come early to catch the live pregame show with Beto Duran starting at 5 p.m. Then stick around as the game tips off at 6:30. Watch Lakers Thunder with us. Tons of giveaways, photo opportunities with the championship trophy, and more. Tonight, Tom's Watch Bar, downtown LA. Beto, Michelob Ultra, Lakers, and you.
Looking for a vodka with standards? Blue Ice delivers. American-made from Idaho potatoes, gluten-free, non-GMO, and only 64 calories an ounce. Enjoy the classic Huckleberry with lemonade or award-winning double espresso. Blue Ice vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
You've heard us talk about Legends Attic, and if you've never been, you've been missing out. It's a party with some of the biggest legends in sports. They just had the Martinez brothers, Ramon and Pedro, and now it's your chance to meet 1983 Rookie of the Year Darryl Strawberry and All-Star Eric Davis. Join us as we broadcast live on Friday, April 3rd from Legends Attic in Claremont. Check out incredible sports art by Dave Hobrick, enjoy giveaways, prizes, and celebrate the return of baseball season. Get your tickets now at legendsattic.com, and we'll see you Friday, April 3rd from 3 to 6 p.m. at Legends Attic in Claremont.
Prizes, flyaways, even Cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com. That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
Hey Rams fans, it's your quarterback Matthew Stafford here. The Rams and United Way of Greater Los Angeles are excited to bring Walk United LA to SoFi Stadium this year on Saturday, May 9th. Join me and my family for the 5K walk run and help support our Los Angeles community. Registration is now open at walkunitedla.org, where you can sign up for Team Rams and learn more. Our team is only as strong as our city, and this walk is about uplifting all Angelinos in need. I can't wait to see y'all at the Rams house on May 9th.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Empower. After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he could be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
This is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show on ESPN LA. Broadcasting live from ONT Field for Tower Buzzer Opening Day. Presented by Omnitrans. Omnitrans, celebrating 50 years of serving the Inland Empire. Omnitrans is proud to keep the region moving, connecting communities with safe, reliable, and affordable public transportation every day. From getting fans to ONT Field to supporting daily life across the IE. Omnitrans helps bring people together. Celebrate Tower Buzzer Opening Day with ESPN LA and Omnitrans. Your ride to everything the Inland Empire loves. Visit Omnitrans.com to see daily schedules, routes, and purchase fares. Now, the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, live from ONT Field on ESPN LA. Presented by Omnitrans.
I can see all some of the things that they have here at ONT Field here in Ontario and what they have. So, and you got a chance to see it before. They got a little mini Legends attic in there where they have some amazing Dave Hobrick art, a lot of cool baseball cards and bats and signed balls and all that stuff. And we're going to be back at the original Legends attic in Claremont. That's tomorrow, 3 to 6 for this show. You're going to have Darryl Strawberry is going to be there. Eric Davis is going to be there. Kevin Mitchell is going to be there. You can enjoy some giveaways, some special guests, that art that I mentioned by Dave Hobrick. You can grab your tickets now at legendsattic.com and join us at the ultimate sports fans destination. Are you a memorabilia guy at all?
Nah.
Do you have your jerseys hanging at your place?
My mom does.
Your mom
I have
does.
Zero access to. Like, I'm not allowed to touch any of my college jerseys, my helmets, anything. She has everything.
Are they on display or are they like locked up
they're
somewhere?
locked up, and like she gets kind of crazy, like possessive about them.
One?
Yeah, I'll grab a helmet. You ain't taking that with you. It's like, man.
More possessive of the NFL stuff or the SC stuff?
The SC stuff, 100%.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, the SC stuff.
So go in there and get an old Redskins helmet.
I could. My daughters were running around with them the other day at my mom's house.
All right. You can wear those. Those ones you're allowed to wear.
Yeah.
Get it set up on Legends Attic.
You want to ding them up? Go ahead.
Go ahead. The SE gear's non-negotiable.
The SC gear's pretty cool.
Bruin gear is better, but, that's fine.
I agree,
Not the helmet. Not the helmet. The SC helmet's tough to beat.
It is.
It is.
Pretty iconic helmet there.
Yeah, it is. The color is right. The Trojan is right.
The winning tradition that follows.
Well, we'll see how that works out this upcoming season.
Show me those the years that you were in the playoff.
Oh, wow. Well, that coming from a Bruin fan, it doesn't carry a lot of weight.
How many games?
You were terrible.
How
I
many
can admit
seasons
that.
where you guys have won more than 6 games in the last 10 years? I think it'd be like less
Have they
than
won
3?
6 games in 10 years?
In 10 years. With Mora, they probably did 2 years. Maybe once with Chip Kelly.
Maybe not.
Maybe not, though. It might have been 6.
Those are repressed memories.
Yeah. It's not great. It's not great. Speaking of the college football playoff, like you mentioned, Fernando Mendoza won the college football playoff. He won the Heisman Trophy. He is almost certainly going to be the number 1 draft pick of the Raiders when the NFL draft comes around here in a few weeks. They also signed Kirk Cousins, Sua. Does he come in and put his arm around Mendoza and say, hey, do this, do that, let's figure out how to navigate your rookie season in the NFL? Or is he coming in to start and just lay the groundwork until Mendoza's ready to go?
I think he's going to come in and be the guy. I think he'll be the starter, and he'll be leading the way, but at the same time teaching Mendoza. I don't think Kirk's going in there with the mindset of, this is my job, and I'm going to show them why I'm here to stay. I think that would be him lying to himself. I think that he's going to be a little placeholder to show not only Mendoza the ways, but to see if this Raiders O-line is actually ready to protect. Because it wouldn't make sense to start Mendoza first after getting Kirk here, and then Mendoza gets hurt because the O-line's trying to figure things out. Because that's one of the biggest question marks. It wasn't just quarterback. We have to see if you got to protect your investment. So no offense to Kirk, but you're going to be the crash dummy for Mr. Mendoza until we feel it's time to go.
What is that placeholder? Is it until he's ready, till you feel good enough if you're Clint Kubiak that you can protect him enough to at least send him back there? Is it a certain number of games, or is it just kind of a feel thing like, okay, now we can do it? When do you make the change?
I think it's dependent on if they're winning. I think that if Kirk Cousins comes out and they go 4-2 in their first 6 games, I think they go, hey, well, we wanted Mendoza to maybe start playing around this time, but at Kirk, let him keep going. And I think maybe it'll get to maybe week 10 or 11 if the Raiders are out of contention and it's not looking like the draft seeding is going to change much. If they win 2 or 3 more games is when you'll see Mendoza fully take over.
I think that would be best case scenario for the Raiders, right? Like if Kirk Cousins can come in and he can get to week 10 and they're what, 6-4 or something like that, that's a huge win for the Raiders. So I think you're right, and I think he's very much the bridge quarterback. They're doing the right thing in the way that I think they're doing the exact same thing that Atlanta did, but in the right way.
Yeah.
Atlanta signed him to a $100 million contract and to be the starter.
Well, he was going there to be the starter, and then they hijacked him right away with the draft pick.
And on the 10th pick, they decided that Michael Penix Jr. was going to be this. Instead, they're going to bring Kirk Cousins in, make sure that they draft Mendoza first, and then let him just kind of be the starter until it's time to go. Now, if they go 4-6 or like 3-7, maybe by week 10 you go, okay, or week 11 you're like, all right, let's see what Mendoza can do now that we understand what our offensive line looks like.
And for the people that are confused by the contract, the Raiders aren't paying Kirk Cousins that amount of money.
It's like $1.5 million.
They're paying him like 1.5 salary cap money this year. His signing bonus is $10 million, and the other $8 million is getting covered by Atlanta. So it's really like an $8 to $9 million investment for Raiders total just to have Kirk here this year. So it's pennies.
It's funny money.
And
what they're doing.
Yes.
You talk about the investment, and here's the best part of the investment. Take the money out of it. That what it allows them to do, and I don't think nearly enough teams do it, and it used to be the way that it went for most number 1 draft picks, and then you would kind of figure out what you do. Not playing right away is probably the better way to do it. Because think the reason they're picking first is because they're bad, right? And if you're going to put a number 1 pick out on the field behind a bad team, bad things can happen. The idea that he's just going to come in there and fix everything, it's going to take a lot of other things. I know they have a lot of cap space, and I know that they have a lot of draft picks, so they're going to be better than they were. But the option of letting him learn without getting his ass kicked is really, really valuable.
But what I don't understand is this isn't news. Like, we see it every single year that you start these guys, you put them in unrealistic positions with expectations to make the playoffs or to turn this franchise around, and all you do is rip their confidence from them. You get them injured, and then by year 3 or 4, you're like, well, this was a wasted investment. Look at last year alone. Jackson Dart, you can say he made explosive plays. Yeah, he almost got his collarbone ripped off the bone as well, and he almost died out there because he doesn't know how to slide because he's young. He doesn't have a veteran and you did have a veteran quarterback. You could have kept him in with Russ all year and just let him learn, but instead you rush him into it.
I'll give you another example. Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
They put Sam Darnold out on the field in New York, and I'm not saying that he was or he wasn't ready, but they put him on a bad team. And when you're on a bad team, you're going to get bad habits. You're going to, both on the field and his preparation, there's a losing culture. And it took him nearly a decade to kind of find his way to a place where they supported him the correct way. He'd learned what does and doesn't work for him in the league. He's surrounded by good players. He has an offensive line that can protect him a little bit. And the reason he's number 3 pick in the draft is because he's a really talented guy. But when you're surrounded by a bunch of garbage, you don't get a chance to show any of that.
They're doing the same with Cam Ward right now. I mean, what did we learn from watching Cam Ward start and play all those games for Tennessee?
Not much.
Nothing. We saw him struggling. We saw him losing confidence. We saw the fan base immediately start turning on him and going, oh, well, is this the guy? Instead, you let go of Malik Willis, who went to Green Bay, sits behind a guy who got to sit behind another vet. Get your confidence back, learn the offense, get your veteran eyes, and then when you get your chance, go out and ball, and now he's a max contract player for the Dolphins.
And now Bryce Young was the same way. Everybody was killing Bryce Young. He took him a few years, but now he's looking like a quarterback that actually can be pretty good.
Caleb Williams.
But there's another one. But this what the Raiders are doing make me feel like, okay, the Raiders are doing something correctly. They're actually going to become a franchise that has a clue of what they're doing. They went out and they got Clint Kubiak, who's a very good head coach. They went, or is hopefully going to be a good coach. It was a good hire. He's coming in and he's saying, I don't want my first round pick quarterback to start right away. Let's go get somebody else. They're going out. They're drafting. They're bringing in free agents that are correct. There's no longer the stupid, silly Raiders.
The Max Crosby deal was a good deal for the Raiders. I know it blew up, but it was a smart thing to do.
They're doing the right things. They're doing the smart things, and that's why I start to feel like, okay, maybe the Raiders are a real franchise again.
You know who completely destroys our entire argument as far as quarterback resting a year and giving them that? 9. Call him 9.
Yeah.
I assume you're talking about 9 J.J. McCarthy as opposed to not 9 Joe Burrow. No, turns out J.J. McCarthy can't play, but that's okay.
He was injured.
At least they kind of set it up in the right way.
They gave him a year to rest. They gave him the keys to the Rari.
They missed the pick. They got it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to sound like I'm kidding, and I'm not. Is Cousins the right mentor for Mendoza because they're both dorks? I'm being serious.
No, so yes, I do.
That if you had one
They're
type of
perfect for each other.
Yes, if you have one guy that's got all sorts of swag and he's out there living the Vegas thing and he's having a great time, and then you got another guy that's a square.
Yeah.
They're both dorky, and I mean that as a compliment. Like they're both.
I had
really
Kirk in
squares.
Washington. Kirk in Washington, and he means well. He's a very genuine guy, very religious, Christian, God-first guy, and it's just, he's as you said, it's just a little corny, just
dorky.
A little bit, a little dorky, but
it's okay.
That's fine,
and
that's
so's
fine.
Mendoza.
Yes, I think it's a great match.
Yeah. Have that dork, but then also you have the other guy too. That's in the front office right above you. You got Tom Brady, that's the winningest football quarterback in the history of the game. Bring him down and let him teach a little bit too. Like he's in a great situation.
Do you think?
A lot of Raider fans out
there. A lot of Raider fans here.
Yeah.
Do you think Tom would go hands-on like that, though?
I think he'll do it on the sly, yeah.
Is he allowed to be hands-on like
He's
that?
He's the owner. He can do whatever he
Can't
wants.
Player develop?
Yes, why not?
Why not?
What do you think Jerry Jones does?
Because you're essentially adding another coach to your staff.
Yeah, but he's the owner.
If Jerry Jones whispered something in Dak's ear, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Well, because
because Jerry Jones is
about that time where we're wrapping it up with Jerry Jones. It's like, all right, Graham.
What does it mean for the Rams? I mean, obviously Jimmy G is the guy that I think everybody would be their first choice to have him come back. But when Sean McVay goes on TV and is openly saying, hey, Kirk Cousins, don't forget about us, I thought that was pretty. Maybe he's just trying to squeeze Jimmy a little bit to get him to sign the deal and come on back in. But
well, also he had Kirk back in Washington, so there's the familiar, body, and he knows the offense. So maybe that was a part of it. And
who would you rather have?
I'd rather have Jimmy G.
Yeah,
really?
I think so too.
I think Kirk's on his way out. I think he has maybe 2 or 3 more years.
He's like 4 years younger than Jimmy G.
Isn't that perfect though?
Cousins.
For the Rams, yeah.
The Rams need the answer for the future. You can't just keep getting placeholders as the Raiders just did.
We'll talk a little bit about what the Rams might do with some of those draft picks that they got. I saw a mock that was really interesting because it kind of checked 3 different boxes that they all need to get done, and if that's how it goes, and I know those mocks are never right, but I do think it would be pretty interesting if they can get a couple of those guys along the way. Let me remind you, Laker fans, that the Lakers, ESPN LA, and Michelob Ultra are teaming up for an epic watch party tonight at Tom's Watch Bar in downtown LA. Come early to catch the live pregame show with the ESPN LA 710, starting at 5 o'clock. Then stick around as the game tips off at 6:30. There will be giveaways, photo opportunities with the championship trophy, and a whole lot more, brought to you by Michelob Ultra, a superior taste worth playing for. We are officially on Alan Benavides' watch, who is the general manager of the Ontario Tower Buzzers. He's going to come by at some point and tell us what's going on out here today, how excited he is, how excited the community is for the debut of the Ontario Tower Buzzers, which is coming up a little bit later on tonight. And we got a SUA edition of The Far Side coming up in just a little bit. It is all right here. SUA's in for DeMarco. And DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
Don't miss the countdown to kickoff. Presented by BMO, official bank of LAFC.
On the next countdown to kickoff, presented by BMO, I go one-on-one with LAFC midfielder Mark Delgado to break down the hot start for the black and gold. We'll look ahead to LAFC versus Orlando City, plus reaction to the biggest matches from the recent international window, including the U.S. men's national team, Mexico, and more. Join me Saturday at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
BMO presents Countdown to Kickoff, hosted by Mario Ruiz on ESPN LA.
Hey, it's John Ireland. Watching a Laker game is so much more than just a game. It's the moments before tip-off, the people you're with, and the food you're sharing. That's why I love BBGO. BBGO is perfect for at-home watch parties or a night of hoops. Their food is bold and packed with flavor, bowls for a quick meal, dumplings and fried rice for everyone at the table. Vibe on a wave of Korean food and culture with BBGO. Look for BBGO at your local grocery store in the Asian and freezer aisles. BBGO for it and bring something different to the table.
Cappy, when I walked into the VisionWorks Brea store, I immediately thought, this is too easy.
I know. And the frames are organized by shape and by price, so you don't have to go digging around. Now, Chris, I had the same experience at VisionWorks in Santa Ana.
Seriously, why go anywhere else but VisionWorks? Their 100-day guarantee gives you peace of mind, so if you change your mind, for any reason, just bring them back.
Buy one, get one free.
Simple scheduling, simple shopping. VisionWorks makes it simple.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Red Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
And this is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show on ESPN LA. Broadcasting live from ONT Field for Tower Buzzer Opening Day. Presented by Omnitrans. Omnitrans, celebrating 50 years of serving the Inland Empire. Omnitrans is proud to keep the region moving, connecting communities with safe, reliable, and affordable public transportation every day. From getting fans to ONT Field to supporting daily life across the IE. Omnitrans helps bring people together. Celebrate Tower Buzzer Opening Day with ESPN LA and Omnitrans. Your ride to everything the Inland Empire loves. Visit Omnitrans.com to see daily schedules, routes, and purchase fares. Now, the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, live from ONT Field on ESPN LA. Presented by Omnitrans.
When I wake up in the morning,
what text?
You said you parked in the VIP area, and they just said they're towing the car. Did you get that?
Well, it wouldn't be the first time I had to get my car towed on one of these things. So,
My favorite part about that was you said I accidentally parked in the VIP area. Accidentally.
I just pulled in, and they were like, right this way.
Oh, they just saw you and said VIP?
I really want to get to a point in my life where I accidentally just pulled into VIP spots and just like, yeah, what? Like, this is where I'm supposed to be.
I looked around like, am I going to get in trouble for this? Nobody was looking at me, so I'm like, okay, this is where I'm at, VIP today.
Sua signs up for the I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission, right? Yeah. It's not a bad strategy, by the way.
It's not. It's the Cappy school.
You miss 100.
You've been learning.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I'm with the people here in the parking lot right in front of us.
The people. So, did you lock your
the
door?
Gen Pop.
Yeah, okay.
I thought this one was more locked in than the other one that we are in.
I have no idea. I parked in the spot that
I'm parked in the same lot that Sua's parked
Yeah,
in.
so give her a hard time about being.
Was it? Yeah, they got a text. They told you too.
Yeah,
you're out as well.
I hope not.
You're out as well. Is this like some sort of self-control sort of situation that y'all put me in here today with the bar like 5 feet away from me?
Mm-hmm.
It's a test, Trev.
I was going to say, like, and everybody that walks by has a nice big can of tall, cold beer. They look like they're having the time of their life. A michelada just went by. And it's just like, yeah, Trev, I'm going to have a good day. You enjoy your work right now.
So when we get done at 5, can we just take one of those and go inside? Is that what?
I mean, I can't find a reason why we can't.
I think that's exactly what we should do.
What time's first pitch, Laura?
6:08.
6:08.
Oh, we can make that.
You guys definitely can do that. Your girl can.
Well, you got to go to work. This is you guys is when you double dip. You got the show. You got the thing tomorrow or tonight.
I'm excited though.
I gotta be so honest.
You should be. Are you nervous?
A little bit. I'm not gonna say no because I am definitely nervous.
You're supposed to be.
We did like a run through a week ago, and I was like, yeah, cool, you know. And then they were like, oh, by the way, you're doing opening day. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, you're here anyway, so why not?
Well, that's why. They were like, hey, ESPN is broadcasting, and you did the run-through, so, yeah, you're doing opening day. I was like, okay.
You're supposed to be nervous. Somebody told me this when I first
I'm definitely
started
nervous.
doing on-air stuff after producing for a while, and I said to him, I'm like, man, I'm still so nervous. And I'd only been doing it for a few months. And I said, I'm still so nervous every time I'm about to be on the air. And he goes, that's good. He goes, that means you care.
Right.
It means that you want to do a good job. He goes, the second you're not nervous is when you need to think about stopping, because that's when you're going to say something you probably shouldn't.
Right.
Like you need to kind of have a little bit of that, I'm about to go and do a thing here, so your brain is engaged in that stoplight at least is kind of sort of on.
I still do it all the time. I'm sure you do too. Like I get off the air sometimes and I think, God, that sucked. I was so bad in this, blah, blah, blah.
I felt like that soliloquy was a subliminal message for me.
Are you not nervous?
No, I just feel like, I don't.
ready?
Sometimes I don't think about what's about to come out next.
So you just say whatever you're feeling, top of the head, boom.
You played in the NFL, you're fine. You just do whatever you want. The rules are different for guys like
It's different when you can tackle people, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah.
But even if you can't handle an inside fastball, which I really want to make. We got to get like a wiffle ball, like that.
Oh yeah.
If you're then we can start baby steps.
Okay,
T-ball.
We'll start with a little wiffle ball along the way.
So when Alan Benavidez gets here, we have 2 questions to ask him.
Okay.
Can you and Mason broadcast the game?
Yes.
Okay. And second is, can you and Sua go on the field and you can throw batting practice to Sua?
Done. Hand. This is honestly, and you're going to do your golfing sandbag BS. I know what you're going to do.
You're going to hit a home run. You know it too.
Okay. I'm going to tell you a quick story here. This is how not worried you need to be. Okay. This was how old's Bobby's 25. So this was 13 years ago. Okay. I am pitching batting practice to 12-year-olds in the batting cage. Okay. And we're getting ready for a tournament, an all-star tournament. And I'm like, so I wanted to throw it a little harder so they would get used to seeing a little bit harder pitching because it's going to be an all-star tournament. So I'm throwing hard, and all the kids just ping, ping, ping. They're just lacing the ball. And then the competitiveness comes out in me, and I'm like, no, I don't like this. I don't like getting knocked around. So I'm like, I'm going to reach back and really let a couple go. Ping, ping, ping. And now I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to spin one. And that worked because they hadn't seen that before. But yeah, of course, I'm not going to sit around and get my head kicked in. But the point is, I couldn't throw the ball past a 12-year-old, Sua. You're fine.
No, but that was the 12U All-Stars, okay? That's what you're leaving out. I haven't swung a bat in I don't know how long.
So you have swung a bat before.
In a charity game my rookie year in the league.
Yeah.
That's the last
Baseball
time.
or softball?
Softball.
Okay.
So you know at least the function of how to swing.
Oh, I'm an athlete.
Right, of course.
I'm an athlete.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, hit a slice. That's a baseball swing. So, yeah.
Yeah, get in the inside. Keep your hands in.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to make this happen. Those 2 things are going to happen.
I don't know if I can agree to that because if I get struck out by Trav, I don't know if I can go home and look at my kids.
Look, I need a win. I
can't be the same man.
It was a pitcher.
You've walked me up and down the golf course the few times we've played. I need to win one of these.
The hyperbole he adds to what takes place on the golf course is ridiculous. This guy had 2 bad days. I played out of my mind and got lucky, but this is the best golfer This is the best golfer at ESPN.
Yeah, no, he is.
I'm 0 for 2 against you.
You know?
The record's
Is this
don't
modest?
lie.
Are you being modest?
No. What he's trying to do is that way, if it ever does happen, he goes, see, I told you, and he can just keep beating me and go, I don't know what happened.
You're one of those guys.
Yeah.
No.
You're a better golfer than I am. It's a fact.
It's not true. If we took a lie detector test and you asked me, do you think you're a better golfer than Trav? And if I say yes, it would look like the San Andreas
It
fault
blow up?
was about
Kaboom! All right. Let's talk a little bit about what the Rams may do in the draft. They got the 13th pick. They've got the 61st pick. And they've got the 93rd pick in the draft. So they just did a little mock draft with all the ESPN guys. And before I tell you the guys, I want to tell you the positions that they drafted. They drafted a wide receiver, a corner, and a quarterback. Are those not the three things that kind of feel like you need to address more than anything else?
Yeah, I definitely think you need receiver. I definitely think, with the concerns of what's taking place right now at the moment, you got to start planning for the future. Quarterback, receiver and quarterback are both in position one. You can't go wrong going either or, I think.
Okay, so here's what they had in the latest ESPN mock. They had Jordan Tyson from ASU at 13. Obviously,
is that with Mekhi being taken before 13?
I'll be honest, I didn't look to see if Mekhi had already been taken. Do you like Lemon more than you like Tyson?
I feel like Lemon fits the offense much better than Tyson. Tyson's a bigger receiver. He's a true X receiver. You put him out wide and you let him go one-on-one. Mekhi is the slot receiver you put in the yo-yo motion. He's the Cooper Kupp that you are kind of missing from the Rams offense right now. He is the true number 3 that you run on jet sweeps and get him the ball. I think Mekhi is the perfect pick.
So you think that wide receiver, no matter what, should be the first round pick?
I would rather go quarterback, but
there's not a lot of quarterbacks.
There's not a lot of quarterbacks out there. So with going receiver and with not knowing the potential of a certain somebody's future on the team, you can leverage that to go get a quarterback. So for me, to get a guy with that 13th pick, it has to be somebody that fits my offense. And Mekhi fits that offense perfectly.
I want to talk about a certain someone. Obviously, we're talking about Puka here coming up in just a little bit. What they had at 61, D'Angelo Pons, corner from Indiana.
He's not going to be there at 61.
You don't think he's gone by then?
No, he's gone. He's such a monster. I know he's 5'8", and that's really the reason why he's falling a little late in rounds. But he just ran a 4.31.
5'8", though, that's small.
He just ran a 4.31. He just locked up Jeremiah Smith. Like this is a guy, and he's not like Nate Phillips from Utah, who's kind of the same height but played a lot of off. Pons can play safety. Pons can play nickel. He can play boundary corner. He's so smart and so quick, and he tackles at such a small size. Like I don't think he'd be in the 60th pick.
All right, then at 93, this is where I thought it got interesting. Garrett Nussmeier from LSU. Now, he did not have a good year
face.
at all.
I don't think he
got his coach fired, or at least,
he did get his
right? Like Brian Kelly, his family had to leave Baton Rouge with their bogus Southern accents. They had to get out there, but he was kind of dinged up. He was kind of hurt. The LSU thing just really never came together. And in the third round, I don't hate the idea of seeing if you can catch lightning in a bottle. It's not, at first round, you got to find a guy that's going to hit. At second round, you got to find a guy that's going to hit. In the third round, you'd like to find somebody that's going to hit. But when it comes to quarterbacks, you got Stafford. No, you're not pushing Stafford out the door anytime soon. Obviously, He's coming back next year. We'll see how much longer he stays. But if you could get on a little development program with Nussmeier or somebody like him, do you like the idea?
I guess because he was a guy that was projected to be a top 5 guy coming out before last year's season, and he kind of – he did not live up to expectations. So if you're basically saying Stafford's going to be here another year or two, we've got time, Jimmy G will re-sign him to another 2-year deal, then sure, Nussmeier, there's no pressure for him to play if he doesn't work out in 4 years like he was never on the team. But I just feel like you can go defense or you can go O-line or you can go somewhere. You can go a different position. You can go pass rusher. You can just go a different position that isn't an experiment or a long-term investment.
It's not a long shot.
And the Rams have been known for grabbing a star in the 3rd or 4th round and ended up being the guy.
Later, Kyron Williams 5th round, Puka 5th round.
So don't waste that pick.
So is that where you think that they should go after for quarterback? Because let's say you don't bring back Jimmy G. That's a possibility. If they don't bring back, do you think they should go into the draft to bring somebody in or find somebody that was a former backup somewhere else around the league?
For me, this team is built to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
And if something happens to Matthew Stafford, you need somebody who can step in right away and conceivably keep thing running the way it is.
Give me Jacoby Brissett.
Think Jacoby Brissett.
That would be a great one.
What Nick Foles did for the Eagles the year they doing it, like all of a sudden it's like he's a pro. Is he an all-pro? No, but he knows how to play.
I like Mac Jones as well.
What about Tyrod Taylor?
He's different quarterback than Stafford. Don't you want?
He doesn't fit that offense.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't fit that offense.
Okay.
He doesn't.
You're not going to get your hands on Mac Jones. That ain't happening.
No, not for cheap.
No.
Not for, they're asking for a first rounder for Mac Jones. Like, what is that?
No, I'm not giving up a first rounder
What
for
is
a
that?
backup quarterback.
This is year 6 for Mac.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
But you got to have somebody that can slide in. You got to have somebody that's like, okay, that's why Garoppolo is the perfect guy, because if Garoppolo had to play for the rest of the season, it's probably not an ideal situation.
2-3 weeks.
But if you had to get through a month, fine. If you had to, if knocking on wood right now, if something happened to Matthew Stafford in week 18, and all of a sudden you got to get through a wild card weekend with Garoppolo, I got a chance. I got a chance to win a game or two with somebody that's a tier below those guys. I just don't see it.
Look what happened in Denver. Bo Nix gets hurt, and Jared
Stidham was a train wreck.
He was terrible. He had he had one good quarter, and then he was just a mess the entire.
I did like the play where he just threw it up over his shoulder for no reason. That was fun.
Josh Allen didn't look any better in that game.
Josh Allen doesn't usually look good in the playoffs.
That's true too. That's a topic for another conversation.
He had hold on a second. You're channeling Morales here.
I did a little bit.
And it's
against Kansas City, he was great.
He's been great against everybody other than the bad game he had, the last one of the guy. Like, he was bad in that game. Right. That's literally the first time he's been bad in the playoffs. And everything prior to that, he was lights out.
And he really should have won that game because the past two
he should have.
Brandon Cooks, that was a catch in any sense of the word. That was a catch when he fell to the ground, rolled over, and the ball got stripped out. That's not an interception.
He absolutely should have won that game, but he's been really, really good otherwise. All right, we can talk a little bit about Puka coming up a little bit, what that might do for him. Want to get into the Dodgers with you, Greg, and the fact that they can't get any hits all of a sudden, and it's the weirdest thing ever where I don't care. Like, they can't get a hit. It's like, yeah, fine, whatever. They'll figure it out before too long. We're still going to have a chat with Alan Benavides at some point, and coming up next, a little Far Side Sua Cravens edition. Sue is in for DeMarco. It's DeMarco and Trav, ESPN LA.
Yes.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Oh, Lakers fans, are we ready for another party? Oh, party. Tonight is the night. The Lakers, ESPN LA, and Michelob Ultra are teaming up for an epic watch party at Tom's Watch Bar in downtown LA tonight. Come early to catch the live pregame show with Beto Duran starting at 5 p.m. Then stick around as the game tips off at 6:30. Watch Lakers Thunder with us. Tons of giveaways, photo opportunities with the championship trophy, and more. Tonight, Tom's Watch Bar, downtown LA. Beto, Michelob Ultra, Lakers, and you. Los Angeles, your chance to win an Aston Martin is waiting for you at Hard Rock Casino Tajon. Unity by Hard Rock members can receive entries on Thursdays and Saturdays in April for a chance to win a 2026 Aston Martin. Not a member yet? Signing up is easy. Visit casino.hardrock.com/Tajon. That's casino.hardrock.com/Tajon. Or download the Unity by Hard Rock app. Hard Rock Casino Tajon. The easiest drive from downtown LA. Details at casino.hardrock.com/Tajon.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it Fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show right here on ESPN LA.
The Far Side.
And it's time for The Far Side, presented by our friends at Highlands.
The Far Side.
Weekday afternoons at 4 p.m.
Time for The Far Side with DeMarco Farr, right now on the Travis and DeMarco Afternoon Show on ESPN LA.
DeMarco is like in the woods somewhere with his daughter, like chaperoning a camping trip or whatever, which means we've got guest Far Side editions.
Yes.
It's all yours, Sua.
So I guess what does Far Side mean? Does that him like going off the deep end? That's
his deep
the
end.
Far
Yeah.
Side? Okay, well, we're going to call this the Cravens Crash Out, I guess.
All right, I like it.
Yes. Everybody knows that when you're a resident of Los Angeles, these streets can be treacherous when you're driving, especially on the 101, the 91, the 110, the 10, the 405, the 405, the worst freeway out here.
Facts.
And we all have to share these treacherous streets, and we should all be safe and responsible drivers. Yes, nobody should be opposed to that.
Except Greg. You don't know about Greg.
Greg, well,
Greg's an aggressive driver.
Yeah.
Bad
So
guy.
that's fine.
DeAndre.
That's fine.
Slightly, but that's fine.
However, there is one code of conduct we must all abide by, okay? And it's not a suggestion. The blinker, okay? When you
agreed.
When I put my blinker on, that doesn't mean speed up. That does not mean speed up so I can't get in front of you. Now we're racing, okay? And then when you don't want to let me get over, you slow back down to the speed. Don't get me started.
No.
Don't get me started.
Don't point at me.
If I put my blinker on, it's not a suggestion. And I've decided that once I've decided I have enough space and you saw my blinker, I'm just going to go because I've got cameras on my whip. And go ahead and hit me, boy. Hit my whip because I won't be able to taste food no more. And I'm taking you for everything. That's my Cravens Crash Out. The blinker matters. Have some decency, California.
All right. I like this. However, I'm not saying I do this.
Oh, you're going to fight.
God.
You're going to fight.
No,
You're going to fight.
Trav.
Don't be a contrarian.
No,
please.
I'm not being a contrarian. What I'm saying is, because I drive like an 85-year-old lady. I drive really slow, very cautiously. I will let you in 100 times out of 100.
Okay.
I am never.
Great yielder. You're a great yielder.
I am doing that. But I have seen what you're talking about. And sometimes, like if I need to get in front of somebody, I'm not going to signal simply because there are people that when you see it, that's like their warning. Oh, you can't get ahead of me. I'm just going to speed up a little bit, and then I'm going to move safely in front of you. The signal is like a warning to them that you're going to get in front of them so they don't. One car in L.A. makes all the difference. I can't let you have one car length on me.
Wait, do you hear what you're saying? That's exactly what a signal is. A signal is a warning to the car next to you that I am coming in.
Yeah, but they don't take it as a warning like, hey, be careful, I'm coming over. They take it as a threat
This is not
that
a
I'm coming
Mario
over.
Kart race where we're jousting for positioning. I have to get off.
Exactly.
I am Van Nuys Boulevard, guy. Let me get off.
You need to use your blinker, no matter what. Even if you think they're going to do that thing, no, the blinker has to be used. There are rules to the road, as Sue is talking about.
Tell
There
them what
should
you do,
be.
though.
Okay,
I will slow down. I will speed up, but I am not signaling unless it's an 18-wheeler. Then I'm going to let them know because I don't want to die.
And so what I do is that, and DeAndre, I know you're there. He does the same thing that I do. So if I am in the far left lane, the number 5 lane, right? You're just going, and you're going.
You're supposed to be driving the fastest in that lane.
Yeah, you're going the fastest. So if I see somebody behind me that is going crazy and moving all forward and something like this, and then he gets behind me and he's wanting me to either speed up or move over, I slow down to the exact speed of the car next to me. So they can't go. They can't do anything.
Why are you doing that?
Because don't be doing that. I'm slowing you down. and I'm trying to help the rest of the road.
You are the traffic jam.
No, because that guy is trying to go 90 miles per hour and ruin other people's lives. I am stopping him from ruining people's lives.
I completely agree with you. I just asked one small favor. Can I speak at your funeral?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're causing
because somebody's
traffic.
going to shoot you. Like it's not going to be a
DeAndre.
It's not going to be a traffic thing. It's going to be a homicide.
Hey, DeAndre, can you help me out here, please?
Do we have one more? Do we have time for one more thing, real quick?
Wait, DeAndre, are you there? Can you help me out here, please?
I'm here, yes. I do the same exact thing. You wanted to speed up and be right up behind me.
Maybe we can get a 2-for-1 at Forest Lawn for the two of you guys.
And go right around me. Go ahead.
Yeah, because we is going to go right around you. That's exactly what we're going to do.
Don't be driving all crazy. I'm going to stop you. We're going to help people's lives.
Let's disagree to disagree. You're not helping anybody. You're just adding 20 minutes to my tea time. Okay, lastly.
Now we're getting what the real core of the issue is.
Lastly.
This is a tea time frustration.
If you're turning right, turn your blinker on 300 feet before you're going to turn right, not a second before you're going to turn right, and then you swoop all the way out left before you swoop all the way out right, and you make everybody have to slam on your brakes. Well, where did you take your driver's license test? Barstow, what is going on?
He's red.
This is the most Cat Williams thing I've ever seen.
It's like, what are we doing? Who's approving these licenses? Jesus.
I need more of this.
I know that you have a career, a budding career as a broadcaster, and I think you're very good at it, but I think you should open a driving school. I think you get one of those cars with a pedal on the passenger side where you can slam on the brakes to teach people the lesson.
We just say, hell no, lesson over. You failed.
Actually call it the SUA Crash Out Academy.
Yeah, the Crash Out Academy. Nope, didn't even put your seatbelt on.
Are you a jackass on the 405? You need to sign up for the SUA Cravens Crash Out Academy.
Oh, there's a whole video we could create around
Jacob
this.
and Ronnie, we can do something. Let me know.
I need more of this.
Seriously, that was the best Sue I've ever seen.
Hey, man. The Cravens Crash Out is brought to you by ESPN 710. We're at Onsite Field. Welcome.
That's pretty good.
I was not expecting that. When you did the mwahaha, I was like,
Good.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to ratchet up the tension on the road? I don't understand. That de-escalate.
No, it bothers me so much because I think the car is going to hit somebody and ruin somebody else's day, which is going to cause me to ruin my day because you're going to hit somebody ahead of me.
It's going to be you.
It might be
You're going to get hit.
What part of this don't you understand?
It won't be me because I'm going to be going slow. You're not going to come straight into my back. And if you do, then it's on you. It's your fault. I didn't do anything. I'm just driving a little bit slow. I don't hit my brakes. Never hit your brakes. Never hit your brakes.
Here's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for anybody to get hurt, but I really hope something happens to your car.
No, why? Don't say something like that.
No, because you're antagonizing a lunatic.
You are antagonizing. You
I have done it many times.
Yank a lunatic's chain and then
you're gonna get followed home.
Yeah.
If I have the chance to do it tonight, I'm going to do it tonight just for fun. I got a long drive back from Ontario.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to Gregory Arthur Bergman Service. My name is Travis Rogers, and I just wanted to say I told him this was going to happen.
Hey, if you see me and I slow down, that means you slow down, okay?
Okay.
My goodness.
Somebody said, wait on the chat. Wait until Sua gets old. Because you're already ranting like the old man.
I'm already
and you're
the
only
old
30
man. I'm already the old man in my neighborhood. I be yelling at people, slow down in this cul-de-sac. Why are you driving so fast in this cul-de-sac? You see these kids on these bikes?
Seriously,
slow down.
Agree with that, by the way, too. That happens all the time. I live on a cul-de-sac.
Why not just back out of your driveway as fast as you can to slow them down?
Hey,
That's what you're doing on the freeway.
No, I'm going slow. I'm slowing down. But there's kids, there's dogs, there's so many people, and people are going down these streets that is a public street.
Thank you. We go on neighborhood walks every evening. Slow your ass down.
What are you trying to go so fast for? We're all just trying to help out the cause.
I don't know what to do.
My neighbor stole my blue trash can the other day. I had to go knock on his door and say, hey, homeboy, got you on the Ring camera. Not going to argue with you.
Did he
go get my can.
Did he need more trash space?
Yeah.
Huh? He was like, I made a comment. No, you didn't. You looked at my can. You saw you liked that I had the extra bin. I called the city for the extra size bin.
You got the big one.
And then he want to take it. So, I said, go get it. It better be clean.
Did he switch it at least, or did he just take it?
He took it. He had 2 in his backyard. So, and then he put lasagna plates that was saucy. I said, tip it over, clean it out right now. And then he brought it back over expeditiously.
Did he say, sorry, Mr. Craven, sorry, Mr.
He's like, it won't happen again.
Did he Windex the inside of it? Like 409?
He got the hose, power sprayed the whole thing. I said, it needs to be spotless. How you found it?
I honestly thought, so I saw something on Threads yesterday about a woman. Threads, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
You're on
Threads? Dude, Threads is like the best thing ever. You get a bunch of content there. So I saw this lady. She was posting a video of her neighbor who stole her rolling fence.
I saw that.
Oh,
I
my
saw
God.
That.
And I was like,
and the police were laughing. They couldn't believe it.
What's a rolling fence?
It's a fence where, like, if you have, like, a driveway where you don't have a remote control, you can slide your fence out of the way or move it. You can place
metal,
it as
right?
needed.
Right,
it's a metal fence.
Yes.
It has wheels, like, and you just move it.
And somebody stole the fence?
Yes.
She came in her backyard and stole the fence.
How did she just, like, walk down the street?
Yes.
Walk down the street.
Literally walk down the street.
Okay, I kind of respect that. I'm not going to lie.
The girl goes looking
that
for it.
takes massive courage to just take someone's fence. It's not like you put something in your pocket.
No, it was even bolder. She took it down the street and left it in plain sight. Like, this is my fence now. And
So
she
the
was
girl
like,
She lives next door.
like a block
or
away.
two down.
So the girl calls the cops, and they were literally rolled up like 3 police cars, and she's like, "Well, there's a lot of police presence."
Thinking she's lying.
Because they needed to see video. They thought she was prank calling the cops, and she's like, "No, look,
Who
here's."
wouldn't think it's a prank?
They were going to arrest her for prank calling her.
calling the cops, and she actually got her rolling thing stolen, and they were laughing. She goes, "This is not a laughing matter. Like, this is a crime."
They said, "Let me see the video," and she's calmly.
How big is this? I need a better definition of the
It's from
size
this
of this
ESPN
fence.
sign to this ESPN sign, and she's like this, just out the driveway, like.
And it doesn't accordion's
No.
smaller?
No, she's rolling it, Trav, like
It's not
straight rolling it.
She didn't think that she would go down the street and be like, "Hey, that's my fence."
No, I think because
really
it's a
like that
plain,
lady.
it's a plain fence. But what happened was she got caught up in
She
the
got
ring
caught
camera.
on a ring camera.
It's
Why wouldn't people just assume that everywhere somebody has a ring camera? Like, I walk by people's house just being on the sidewalk, and I get hey, you're being recorded. Like,
I see those things on TikTok, and I just assume that it's a skit. Like, it's not real. It's someone put together a skit to do that.
There's a dude serving time, right? Well, not serving time. He has a court hearing because he was stealing his neighbor's DoorDash. You can see him like this, trying to get the wing stop.
Trying to avoid the camera.
He's trying to hook the
sliding down.
Hey, look.
Avoid the ring.
If there's an order of Wingstop, I kind of get it. Like if I'm next door and I'm like, somebody's got some wings.
No, he
I'm gonna
walked
go out
by.
there and
He
look
said,
around.
"Lemon pepper
So
all
you're
flats."
okay. You're okay with theft, but you're not okay with me trying to
Only
slow
with
down
wings.
people on the
Only
road.
with wings. You're going to cause an accident.
You're going to kill people.
No, I'm trying to stop him from killing people.
No, you're not. You're
You're not, though.
escalating a dangerous situation.
Again, DeAndre, are we trying to stop people from dying, or are we trying to escalate?
We're trying to de-escalate the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he misspoke. He
told on
That was a
himself.
mistake. That was a mistake.
He told on himself. Yeah, see,
DeAndre, come on, man.
DeAndre just ratted you out because that's
kept it
exactly what's happening. All right, we are at the Ontario Tower Buzzers. It is their opening game here at ONT Field. We're getting closer and closer to the first pitch. We're hopefully going to get a chance to talk to some people about what's going to go on out on the field in a little bit. In the meantime, we're going to talk about a little bit about what's going on with the Dodgers and getting ready for their big series in Toronto. About a week from now, they got the Nats first. They don't really care about that, Greg, but I do care about the series coming up in Toronto and whether or not they're going to be able to hit. That is coming up. Sua is here. He's fired up about your blinkers. DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA. And we are not far. So we're here in Ontario right now. And, of course, we are just around the corner from Fontana, which is the home of Rotolo Chevrolet. I have bought not one, not two, but 3 different cars from Rotolo Chevrolet because they take care of me the way that they're going to take care of all of you. There's a reason that they have won the Dealer of the Year 14 years in a row at Rotolo Chevrolet, and here's why. The pricing is incredible. The selection is incredible, but that customer service, you just simply can't beat it. Transparent, courteous, upfront, the entire team. From Mike Capozio at the very top to his son Michael to Armando Rojo, the general manager, right on down the line. Everybody at Rotolo does not miss a beat. So if you're thinking Silverado, if you're thinking Chevy car or truck, get on out to Rotolo Chevrolet. It's right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. You cannot miss it. They got all the Silverados. If you're thinking, awesome, Trav, but I don't live in Fontana. I don't live in the 909. I don't live in the IE. No problem. RotoloChevy.com. ROTOLO. RotoloChevy.com. And whether you go in or whether you go online, make sure they know that Travis sent you in to Rotolo Chevrolet.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
Because I'm not you doofus.
Hey, listen.
Doofus,
better
that's
than
a new
jerk
one.
face.
Doofus
Hear that?
is a new
Better
one.
than a jerk
Write it down,
face.
Cappy. Write
Yep,
it down.
better than a jerk face.
I feel like that's softer.
Yeah, it was much nicer.
Yeah, you give him
Appreciate
the
that.
soft ones. I get the hard ones.
No, you do get.
You
the hard
deserve
ones.
it.
Yeah.
I like it hard sometimes.
Anyway.
Yes, I know.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Hey guys, it's tournament time, and Pizza Hut is bringing the heat with their new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside, and finished with buttery garlic parm seasoning for bold flavor in every bite. All tournament long, grab a large pizza with any 3 toppings for just $10.99, available for delivery or carryout. When the games heat up, keep the Pizza Hut coming. Cut down the nets with the $10.99 large 3-topping pizza deal. Order now at pizzahut.com or download the Pizza Hut app and bring home the win.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese and toppings, stuffed crust, and original pan.
Hey Rams fans, it's your quarterback Matthew Stafford here. The Rams and United Way of Greater Los Angeles are excited to bring Walk United LA to SoFi Stadium this year on Saturday, May 9th. Join me and my family for the 5K walk run and help support our Los Angeles community. Registration is now open at walkunitedla.org, where you can sign up for Team Rams and learn more. Our team is only as strong as our city, and this walk is about uplifting all Angelinos in need. I can't wait to see y'all at the Rams house on May 9th.
5 clean sheets in 5 MLS matches. A defense that refuses to break.
Save Lloris on the dive. He tipped it over. Oh, what a save from Hugo Lloris.
The black and gold stand alone at the top of the West. And now, a new challenger steps into BMO Stadium. LAFC hosts Orlando City SC. And downtown LA is ready.
BMO Stadium is absolutely rocking.
Pre-game gets going Saturday at 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
And this is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show on ESPN LA. Broadcasting live from ONT Field for Tower Buzzer Opening Day. Presented by Omnitrans. Omnitrans, celebrating 50 years of serving the Inland Empire. Omnitrans is proud to keep the region moving, connecting communities with safe, reliable, and affordable public transportation every day. From getting fans to ONT Field to supporting daily life across the IE. Omnitrans helps bring people together. Celebrate Tower Buzzer Opening Day with ESPN LA and Omnitrans. Your ride to everything the Inland Empire loves. Visit Omnitrans.com to see daily schedules, routes, and purchase fares. Now, the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, live from ONT Field on ESPN LA. Presented by Omnitrans.
Is gorgeous. It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. If you are on this side of town out here in Ontario, I can't tell you. If you're a baseball fan, come on out and check this out. It's a beautiful ballpark.
Yeah, and our friend Sergio, who's a big-time listener around here, he was just telling me that they're going to be building some softball fields right around here.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
She'll be open in September. And then so you can go play softball, and then when it's over, come over, grab a beer, watch a game. How great is that?
Done.
I think they're also going to have a football field in here. Football and soccer.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be a whole complex situation happening.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if you come out and watch a Tower Buzzer game on the weekend, you might see old Laura Romo out there doing her thing.
Yeah.
You excited?
I am. I'm super nervous, though, too, but I am excited. People are like, are you ready? I was like, no. I mean, yes, but no, you know.
Ready.
You're
ready.
Well, because my thing is, I'm in the mindset of, like, I'm working right now, and I'm here, and I'm present. And then, like, you know how it is. You switch hats. So it's like, okay, once the 5 p.m., 5:30 kicks out, then I'm, like, switching hat. So
it's not easy to switch those hats, but you have to do it, and you're going to do great. You're going to be
fine. You're going to go out there, and you're going to – right before it starts – your heart's going to be bang, 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 and then the second you start, you're going to be fine.
No, but I get you, what you're saying, the whole switching hats thing. Like, today I went from being a terrible golfer and then put on the hat of being a bad sports analyst. And this is great. So I'm having a great time today.
The worst sports analyst.
The worst. The Deshaun Foster of sports analysts.
Hey, why you got to go after UCLA just for fun?
Can I take that one? Because I think that was actually kind of nice that he didn't make it much, much worse.
Very well could have.
Yeah,
Hey,
I mean, he could have brought up the
alone.
fact that he said that Deshaun Foster's opening remarks were UCLA is in Los Angeles. Yes, it is.
Are we really going back to that?
I mean, you brought it up, then why did you got to do it? So I'm just trying to explain why he did it.
Crazy.
It was a little crazy, but it looks like they're letting people into Owen Field now. And by the way, look, this line is massive.
It's a big crowd.
It's going all the way around.
All the way around the block.
All the way around the block.
You would think I dropped my mixtape.
It goes from basically first base all the way around to like deep right field. The line. It's pretty impressive. So Dodgers last night didn't hit at all. Freddie hit one literally with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth inning, so they didn't get shut out. But they've kind of flirted with a couple of shutouts in the last couple of days. 6 games. They really have not had an offensive output to speak of. In particular, they haven't had an offensive output to speak of at the top of the order. And I thought I saw something yesterday that I'm sure it's happened before, but it was like kind of, wow, I can't remember the last time I saw it. Shohei Ohtani had 2 horrible at-bats back-to-back.
Awful.
Yeah,
like
so
really,
bad.
really bad. And, it's Shohei, so it's all good. He's going to turn around and be great about it. But it's like he's swinging at bad pitches with guys on, nobody out, just walked the number 9 hitter, and Shohei's up there hacking away. I'm like, man, you can tell how badly he's pressing.
Yeah, that's something that Shohei does too, though. He's like, we've talked about it before. He's a guess hitter, but when he guesses right most of the time, and when he gets it, he destroys baseballs. But right now, he's just a little bit off. I'm not worried about him.
Neither am I.
Nobody's worried about him at all. But the fact is that everybody in this lineup is not hitting,
other than Pajes.
But he's been great too.
He's been really good.
Not only offensively, but defensively, he's been really good too. I would also put Freddie Freeman in that category. He has not. The numbers aren't there, but he was hitting, especially against Arizona, just bombs, but they were just falling short of the wall, and now he finally got one over. But this offense is a mess.
Do you think the reshuffling of the order for him to pitch and then they're trying to hide him from leading off at the inning kind of bothers him a little bit? Does that affect the way that he hits and pitches?
He's done it so many times, Trav, that he did it last year a whole bunch of times. He did it in the playoffs last year. He did it when he was in Anaheim, even though those years didn't count. There was plenty of times that he's done it. I like to take a shot, just like you. But
it was really well done. It took me a second. Like, did he just take a dump on the? Yeah, he did. Okay, good job.
But I mean, he's done it so many times that I don't think that has to do with it. I think it's just early season, where the pitching is usually ahead of the hitting.
If these 6 games took place from June 1st to June 6th, we don't even notice.
No.
You don't even notice. But because they're the first 6 games of the season,
it's all there is to talk about.
Yeah, and it's all there is to talk about. It's what sticks out. And the expectation of what he can do is so high that anything that is other than extraordinary, it's like, hey, what's going on out there? Now, he has not hit at all. He has no extra base hits. He's got a couple of little scratch hits along the way. He has walked a lot, but he's not scoring a lot of runs. But it's not just him. Mookie had the home run. Mookie's like 1 for his last 15.
Yeah.
Kyle Tucker hasn't hit at all, really. He got the one hit to kind of win that one game for him against Arizona, but it was kind of a little squib hit that just found a way through the infield. He hasn't been driving the ball.
Will Smith had a home run on his birthday.
Will Smith has been okay. Muncy finally hit a home run, but here's the good news. I would say, Greg, tell me what you think about this. I would say through the first 6 games, their performance relative to their capabilities has been a C.
Yeah.
And they're 4-2.
Right.
Yeah.
So we talked about on the Blue Review this morning. Like, I would give this team so far like a C, C+. I mean, even Yamamoto last night, I would have given a C+ for his outing.
I think that's right.
But he wasn't bad by
not
any
at all. Not
but
even close
you would
to
still
bad.
give him a C+ because he can be so good. But I just want to put out a couple of numbers for you.
What's funny? Like, you're talking about the C+ for Yamamoto. He basically had the exact same outing that Sasaki had. He was like, Roki was great, and it's like hold on a second.
So last year, I just want to put out a couple. Last year, the 4 top teams in baseball, in terms of runs scored, were the Dodgers. The Brewers were in there. The Blue Jays and the Yankees. Those are the top 4 teams in terms of runs scored, right? This year, right now, they're towards the bottom. Only 7 teams have scored less runs than the Dodgers this year. And right now, the Dodgers have scored 23 runs. The the Blue Jays have scored 27 runs, and the Yankees have scored 24.
Yeah.
None of them are hitting right now. That's a typical thing. But by the end of the year, they're going to be all the way at the top like they always are.
It's so hard not to do it because, like Sua said, it's all we got. But until you get like 2 months into the season, none of these numbers mean anything.
I'm not worried about the offense at all. They've got the guys. They've got the firepower. They've got the pitching. When Snell comes back, it'll be, everything will fall into order. But, I mean, you can't knock Cleveland how they played in that last one. Their defense on the infield was really good. They didn't give up a sniff. Like that, they basically played playoff baseball
they
right
played
there.
like the Gardos play.
Yeah.
They just really they're not super offensive, but they just kind of are always hanging around. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They take a lot of pitches.
They got good pitching.
Their
too.
pitcher went deep
pitching. He was lights out.
Yeah, Williams was just mowing everybody down.
think.
The Mesker, the guy a couple nights ago, he was the exact same way.
No, they're a playoff. They're a perennial playoff team too. Everything's going to be fine. It's just one of those, like, seeing Shohei look bad at the plate is so unusual that you're like, hey, what's going on there? Like, just him swinging. Like, he had the 3-pitch strikeout after that. And I know he strikes out a lot, but usually it's not that quick.
I mean, he swung at a high fastball that was nowhere near the box.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just like,
pressing hard.
Yeah, he wanted it.
If you want to worry about anybody, I think, excuse me, if you want to worry about anybody, Mookie might be the person that you want to worry about because of the last 2 years, how he's been pretty bad behind the plate, at the plate. And now, if this year he's put on a little bit more weight, he's done he looks better. He says his swing is all fixed, and he's still not looking great. I think that's something to pay attention to. I'm still not worried about him yet, but at the same time, if there's somebody to be like, is that guy going to figure it out? It's Mookie Betts.
It's a really interesting one with Mookie because there's no possible way to be anything other than 100% pleased with the Mookie Betts deal, right? They've won the World Series 3 times.
Yep.
He has been the best player on a number of those teams since he's been here. He is a great teammate. He is a great leader. He is all those things. But there's a lot of time left on his deal, and his offensive production the last 2 years has not been particularly good. And I know you've heard me say this. This is the number one story for me this year, is how he looks offensively. He looks like he's been playing shortstop for 10 years.
Right.
Like, he clearly has figured that part out. That's not a problem for him at all. But is it an age thing? Is it just that his bat has slowed down, a fraction of a second, and in the major leagues that makes all the difference in the world? I don't know what it is, but for him to be as good of a player as he is and be struggling for as long as he has, it's like, okay, is this just the new normal for him?
I think part of the reason that they took him out of right field that doesn't get talked about very much is that he has lost a step. He is not the same speedy Mookie that he was in right field. So that's you
think about how crazy that is. Like, okay, I'm slowing down. Move me to shortstop,
and then become. By the way, he could very well be a Gold Glove shortstop this year.
He looks good.
He looks that good at shortstop. So there are little things that are deteriorating. That his speed is going down a little bit. His power has gone down a little bit. There's a lot of different things. Now, I still think that he's going to become the Mookie that he was in the past. And when Mookie is Mookie, he's a top 5 player in all of baseball.
He doesn't even have to be that version of Mookie. He
doesn't.
Just needs to be pretty good. Like, the version that we're talking about, that's an MVP. He doesn't have to get back to MVP levels. He just needs to get back to all-star levels,
right?
And or near all-star levels, and there's a lot of room between MVP level and all-star level.
Yeah, I'm really liking Pages. He's becoming a guy.
Defensively, offensively, he's much more patient at the plate too. Which guys, the balls that are being thrown into the dirt and like sliders that start off in the zone and then drop out of it, he's laying off them, and that's something that he didn't typically do.
It's experience. He's been in the league 3 years now. He's just getting better at what he does. All right. Got a little straight up with me coming up in a little bit, and a dumb person and a dumb team did a dumb thing. I'm excited to tell you all about that. That's coming up in just a bit. But if you would like to see the JM Eagle LA Championship up close, Sua, pay attention. I know you want to go see this. Call 877-710-ESPN right now. That's 877-710-3776. And caller number 7 and caller number 10 will win a 4-pack of general admission tickets, good any day, Thursday through Sunday. Do not miss your chance to catch the action live, only with ESPN. Caller number 7, caller number 10 will win a 4-pack of general admission tickets to the JM Eagle LA Championship, 877-710-ESPN.
Ole Lakers fans, are we ready for another party? Oh, party. Tonight is the night. The Lakers, ESPN LA, and Michelob Ultra are teaming up for an epic watch party at Tom's Watch Bar in downtown LA tonight. Come early to catch the live pregame show with Beto Duran starting at 5 p.m. Then stick around as the game tips off at 6:30. Watch Lakers Thunder with us. Tons of giveaways, photo opportunities with the championship trophy, and more. Tonight, Tom's Watch Bar, downtown LA. Beto, Michelob Ultra, Lakers, and you.
Did you know that at Children's Hospital Los Angeles, the game starts before your baby even arrives? Their Fetal and Neonatal Institute is a lifeline for over 3,000 high-risk babies and expectant mothers each year. From expert fetal maternal care before birth to a level 4 NICU for newborns needing intensive care, CHLA is the MVP for the most complex cases. So when it comes to your new baby, put an all-star team in your corner from day one. To learn more, visit chla.org.
Hey, everybody, it's Cappy, and I know that a lot of people around are getting sick right now. You are not imagining this. It's real. Doctors have said this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. And listen, I was just away visiting some friends up in Mammoth, and everybody was coughing and sneezing, and I don't know about you guys. I can't get sick. I'm sure you can't get sick. So now what I've done is I've ordered a medical emergency kit. Now, when you have a medical emergency kit, it's like having an urgent care or a pharmacy right in your home. No waiting for a doctor, no hours at urgent care, no lines at a pharmacy, no co-pays. I'm telling you that you get things like a generic Z-Pack to help you get well faster and handle what are really a bunch of common and in some cases more serious illnesses. But let's get you and your family to have this care kit in your home. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in just minutes, and it's shipped to your door immediately, and we'll save you $45 when you use our promo code 710. It's urgentcarekit.com/710, urgentcarekit.com/710, and you're saving $45.
John Ireland here, and before the lights come up at Crypto.com Arena, make your night legendary at Javier's downtown. A SoCal tradition for decades, Javier's is where timeless recipes meet modern elegance. Handcrafted margaritas, premium tequila, coastal Mexican flavors, always a part of the celebration. Whether you're courtside or catching a concert, start your evening where LA gathers for that unmistakable Javier's experience. Javier's newest location is just steps from the arena. Javier's downtown. Tradition, taste, and an amazing start to your evening.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
And it is the No Stress Sports Talk Express to the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. It is time for Straight Up with Sweet Tea Travis Rogers. Straight Up on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, made possible by Blue Ice Vodka. Blue Ice Vodka, America's largest potato vodka, double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka, premium taste, nothing extra. Let's do it. Straight Up with Travis Rogers right now.
All right, so let me ask you guys this. Have you ever noticed that people, teams, businesses, organizations that tend to get stuff right tend to continue to get stuff right? Like once you're kind of on a good run, that good decisions lead to more good decisions, lead to more good decisions, right?
Dodgers, Rams.
Sure. The opposite is also true. You ever think about how a bad team's like, how can you be bad for 30 years? How can you just constantly continue to make one dumb decision after the next?
I'm a Raider fan.
Well, good point.
Very good point.
Could be worse. You could be a Washington Wizards fan. Okay? The Washington Wizards have tried to walk back and apologize for an April Fool's stunt gone wrong that they tried yesterday. Now, keep in mind, This is during a game where they gave up 153 points. 153 points. This is a game, or a team, I should say, that has lost 20 of its last 21 games. They're not putting a quality product out on the court in any meaningful way. And during the game, they decided to do a fake shot for $10,000, but everybody in on it was planted, including the person that shot, including the public address person. Everybody other than the crowd thought that it was a real thing. And then they were going to dupe the person into thinking they had won $10,000, only it was all fake because it's April Fool's Day, and boy, aren't we funny. Then they issued this apology. We apologize for last night's April Fool's joke that left many wondering if we had misled a fan. The skit involving our mascot and other members of our performance team was scripted and intended to celebrate the day. All participants were in on the joke, but we missed the mark. What's the joke? What is the joke?
Are they trying to fool the crowd?
They're trying to fool the crowd into thinking they're fooling the person, only the person is in on the joke, only the crowd doesn't know it's a joke, only everybody – it's like a 12-layer joke that sucks.
Now, if
what is the joke?
I don't understand it. Now, if you did it where –
with that real fan –
like a real fan.
Well, if you did a real fan, now all of a sudden, like that would be almost the only thing that would be worse.
Why?
But if you got the entire crowd into it, also you still gave him something, or him or her.
If you gave him the $10,000,
they're going to get the $10,000 no matter what. But everybody in the building is in on it except for this one fan.
Stupid.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
And that it came from the minds of the Washington Wizards is just absolutely perfect. So if you've ever wondered, you say, the Wizards haven't been a good team in basically my entire lifetime.
I wonder why.
I wonder why dumb people make dumb decisions all over again. So good job on the Wizards. Straight Up with Me is sponsored by Blue Ice Vodka, America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
Now I understand why Jackson Hayes' forearm shivered this mascot.
Yeah, Team Jackson.
Right, I'm on Jackson Hayes' side.
100% on Jackson Hayes' side on this one. Lakers in OKC tonight. Pregame show coming up about 20 minutes from right now. The Toyota Lakers countdown to tip-off with Beto Durant. How important is this for you guys? The Lakers went 15-2 in March. They had their best month in I don't know how long. Luka is nuclear levels hot. LeBron has settled into the third option. It seems like everybody understands what they're doing. They've beaten good teams. They beat Cleveland. They beat the Knicks. They beat the Nuggets. They beat the Timberwolves. OKC is a different animal. How big of a game tonight?
I don't know if tonight's a big game. I think tonight it just depends on where you're at. I think you don't care about the result as much as you want to see your team compete. You want to see your team have energy. I really want to see if this older veteran Laker roster can run up and down with this young OKC team, because that's where they get a ton of their fast break points is just running the floor. So if this team can come out with energy and rebound and play like Jackson Hayes plays every single night, that gives you a chance against OKC.
So I agree with you. I think you're right. But Brian, it doesn't mean anything for either team for the most part, except there is some things that you can learn from this game. Brian Windhorst was on with Sedano and Cap this morning, and he said it the way that I really like. He's saying, I really, truly hope this game goes to crunch time, that it really gets to a close crunch time game. So for the Lakers to see how are we going to be able to find a way to stop Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, because what he does in that crunch time spot is they give him the ball and say, win us this game, and that he's going to go in there, he's going to figure out a way to either by passing or scoring, whatever he's going to do, he wins games for you down the stretch. They're in OKC.
Well, he's getting a whistle every time.
Well, that's exactly. So he's going to get the whistle. How are they going to actually try to combat against that? How are they going to try to defend against that? And what are they going to learn from that? So if this game goes to crunch time, that's what I'm really, truly interested in.
I kind of look at it differently than both you guys. I think it does matter. I think that if they can go into OKC and win, because OKC's still playing for something.
Yep.
They're trying to hold off San Antonio. That San Antonio's right on their heels. Shai is still trying to win the MVP. Wembanyama's right on his heels. I think he's going to win it anyway. But the Lakers being as hot as they are, that keep the good times rolling, right? To continue to go in there, because if they go in there and get slapped, it's like, oh, okay.
They're the same team they were in February.
That gap is still really, really wide. If they go in there and win, forget about it. People are going to be losing their minds. Laker fans will be going crazy. Now, if they go in there and lose by 5 points, and to your point, Greg, let's say it goes into crunch time and Shea just makes a couple of buckets and wins in the game, I think the Lakers walk out of there feeling pretty good about themselves. Like, that's in Oklahoma City. That's the MVP of the league. We were right there. It's a bucket either way, one way or the other. I think there's some juice in this.
So if they do win, let's say they win in Oklahoma City tonight and everybody's healthy. I don't think Marcus Smart is playing, but I think everybody basically is healthy. And they win. Does that give you – yeah, thank you, DeAndre. So, yeah, exactly. He's out tonight. So does this make you change your mind of how they're going to do in the playoffs? Like, if they meet in the playoffs, do you feel good about it?
So we've been asking that same exact question for the better part of a month. And every time they pass another one of these tests, I feel a little bit better about what they're doing. And if this is clearly the most challenging test that they're going to face, and if they pass it again, I'm not saying that, they're going to win an NBA title, but I've gone from, hey, let's just get into the playoffs and see what happens, to – hey, let's get in the playoffs and see if we can get a good seed, to I expect them to win in the first round, to hey, San Antonio might actually be a halfway decent matchup because of their lack of experience, to hey, man, anything can happen. It's like we keep getting further down the road. If they go in there and get their doors blown off, I'm not saying that everything's out the window, but I think it's kind of takes a little wind out of your sails. And if they can find a way to win the game or be close, I think it matters.
So let's say they win tonight, but then they lose and they get destroyed on Tuesday at home. Does that change your mind on anything?
Yeah, a little bit. It doesn't change my mind, but if you're thinking about it like on a meter, right, it kind of pushes it one way or the other a little bit of a direction. But the whole thing has just been getting better and better and better for the better part of 6 weeks. And, so you can speak to it when you expect to win, when you're feeling good, when you expect good things to happen, they do.
Yeah, play with a different bounce in your step.
Yeah.
The Lakers definitely look like a different team. They look like a more energized, motivated team. 3 months ago, I'm like, this is a team that's losing in the first round.
I thought so, too.
Yep. And then 2 months ago, I'm like, okay, well, maybe with Luka and Reeves figuring it out, this is a team that could maybe fight and scrap and get out of the first round. Now I'm thinking this is a team that could very well be in the Western Conference Finals, depending on who they get in that second round.
I think that the floor has come way up.
Yeah.
The floor before was get in the playoffs, and you made the playoffs. That's probably the ceiling, right? Last year they get blown out by Minnesota. Probably going to be the same way. Now it's if they lose in the first round, that's going to be incredibly disappointing. Yeah, it's going to be really disappointing.
I agree. And we were talking about this yesterday with Beto, and DeAndre was saying the same. But where he said that no, if he understands, and you can speak for yourself here, DeAndre, but you can speak that if they lose in the first round, you are completely okay and understanding of that, right?
Yes, I'm completely fine, and I understand the situation because we were going in to this season knowing that the roster still has flaws. So it's not like, yes, I know they had a good month of March. They went 15-2, but if they were to lose in the first round, we've talked about it all season long. It wouldn't be surprising if they were to lose in the first round, depending on who the matchup is. So that's why, I get it. It will be a disappointment knowing that they've had a lot of highs throughout the second half of the season, but it's still, you just never know when it comes to playoff basketball time.
Do you not think that they're a much better team than they were 6 weeks ago?
I think they are a much better team. I think they have figured out, especially LeBron James, being in that third usage player role and getting DeAndre Ayton to buy into his role and understanding that Marcus Smart is that defensive anchor. But I just keep on going back to that first round last year where they matched up with the Minnesota Timberwolves where they had a lot of success. And we were literally on that bandwagon talking about Lakers in 5, the whole memes that were going around. And then as soon as they came in that first round, the matchups and everything got exploited. Not saying that's going to be the same case because they got a little bit different tweaks in their lineup heading into this postseason. So I do believe that they could potentially be out the first round. But like I said, it just all playoff basketball atmosphere is a little different.
It just feels like a different team from last year. I know you said that it is a different team, but I understand. We talked about DeAndre Ayton yesterday, that he's finally leaning into his role.
He's better more often.
Yeah, he's better more often. He's still not some amazing big that's going to be shutting down, what's his name, Nikola Jokic or Chet Holmgren or any of those guys. He's not still that guy, but it still helps to have somebody that is playing within his role and trying to do the little things, play a little bit of defense, be better on offense, and just understanding that he has to be in that spot. So this team just feels different. Last year, you had nothing. You had Jackson Hayes as your big, and that was it. And he didn't fully understand his role.
All he has to do is play with energy. That's what Ayton, his body presence in there and just trying to get second chance points, just tipping the ball out on a loose ball, just trying to knock the ball out just to disrupt any type of offensive momentum that the opposing team is trying to create. You can be good like that. Like, I don't understand when he came out and said, like, I have to tell myself I'm not that guy. It's like you were never coming to be a 25-10 type of
The
player.
reason he was available is because he's not that
You're not.
guy.
You were always coming to be a role player. We need you to score 12 points and grab 12 rebounds, and we're okay with that every single game.
Got a little tip or no tip. We got a little shop talk coming up in just a little bit. And a reminder that the Lakers, ESPN LA 710, and Michelob Ultra are teaming up for an epic watch party that is tonight. Tom's Watch Bar in downtown LA. Come early to catch the live pregame show with ESPN LA 710 starting at 5 o'clock. Then stick around as the game tips off at 6:30. There will be giveaways, photo opportunities with the championship trophy, and a whole lot more. Brought to you by Michelob Ultra, a superior taste worth playing for. Shop talk and tip or no tip coming up next. It's DeMarco and Trav. Sue is here, too, on ESPN LA.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
And I use the bathroom here in my office. It's got the Toto.
Now, if Cappy and I come over to check out your turf, can we use the Toto?
Come on, let me use it.
I mean, you could. I don't know about Cappy. Cappy's already. Didn't you destroy my bathroom one time
I
in
did.
your house?
I did. Your previous residence, I did destroy the bathroom. I did.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner, and Blue Ice Vodka delivers. America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
Los Angeles, if you missed out on any action this past season, don't make the same mistake. Secure your spot in the Rams house for 2026. Watch every home game next year with big-time matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, and Packers. In addition, enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Don't miss out on any of next season's action. Get your Rams season tickets today.
Looking for paint that actually lasts? Vista Paint delivers expert quality, rich color, and pro-trusted durability, backed by over 60 years of experience. From your home to your next big project, we've got you covered. Vista Paint, since 1956.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? It's just better for you. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
With producer Laura. Tip or no tip time. Take it away, producer Laura.
So much. Where is Morales, by the way? I figured this would be his cup of tea.
Oh, Chris.
Be in here. Just saying. Because Sua's
Doesn't
here.
work.
No. But anyway,
Sua.
I thought he would be here because Sua was here. So I don't know if you guys talked about this. Obviously, I was off. But I don't know if you guys saw that rapper, Mr. J. Cole, is taking another shot at pro basketball.
Oh, that wasn't an April Fool's joke?
Now that I know, was it an April? No.
Was it yesterday?
Was it an April Fool's joke? No, it's not. I was like, wait.
Is he a good basketball player?
He's decent, but not like.
Not like.
Sue was giving me the
NBA
side eye.
Contract.
Yeah.
No,
NBA
right.
contract. Good.
He's decent for let me play. I mean, maybe above 24-hour fitness.
He hooped in college. Okay. But so did Stephen A. Smith. So, you know.
Oh, I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching. Anyway,
Remember who we work for, people.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not touching that one. This isn't obviously going to play done this before in 2021 and 2022, so it's not his first time or his first go-around. He's openly said that this is about scratching his last itch to see if he can still compete at a pro level. So tip or no tip? You respect chasing a dream even at 41, even if you might not be good at it. I'll start with you as well.
I mean, if he can do it and he doesn't look like a fool out there, then go ahead, chase your dreams. I have no issue with it.
I would go tip. I'm 42 years old, chasing a dream right now, and there's a lot of people that say that I'm not very good at it. So, I fully expect love it.
No, go chase it. You know, he's got the option of being able to kind of go on, tilting at windmills a little bit because he's a famous person.
Right.
So he can go do this and come back and still be, right where he left everything. It's not that big of a deal. But if you're somebody that's still trying to chase that dream at 40 and this is all you got, that's a much bigger swing than something else. But yeah, why not? Go try to do your thing.
See, I equated this to somebody who is like chasing that actor dream all the time, right? Like they tried, and like nothing ever banked. And now they're like 50, 60 years old, still trying. And like, I'm like, at what point you're like, okay, that's not.
Yeah, but I think you just do it until
you don't.
Yeah, you just, who knows? Sometimes probably never will, but you never know.
Go ahead. No, Hollywood is littered with the people you're talking about right now. There's people all over the place that are chasing that dream and never get there.
Well, I love writing music. I used to work for a bunch of labels, but I'm 30 with 2 kids now. Not trying to be a rapper anymore.
First of all, you're
not what I want to do.
You need to be a comedian, like the Cat Williams style.
Driving instructor. Right.
You are 30 years old, acting like you washed. Relax.
My knees hurt. Okay.
When you hit 30, everything hurts.
It does. And I'm a NFL body, so I'm 30 with the body of like a 52-year-old.
Hey,
really.
take it easy.
Yeah, think about it. Like, I understand you're a little bit older, Trev, but these guys are 30, and I'm like, I'm 42.
I mean, thank you. I'm not 30, but
you guys all should shut up. As the old man here, as the 54-year-old sitting here listening to you guys complain about how your bodies hurt, you can all get bent. Yeah,
my shoulder is absolutely a mess.
No
that's
idea what you're
not a
talking
lie.
about. No idea.
All right, I'll do one more before we get into Shop Talk. So Mark Cuban said he doesn't regret selling the Mavericks, but he regrets who he sold them to.
Yeah.
Cuban sold, obviously, his majority control in 2023 for about $3.5 billion and still owns a minority stake. He recently admitted he made a lot of mistakes in the process and has been unhappy with how things have gone under the new ownership. Yeah, we know. But tip or no tip, you can't complain after you cash that $3.5 billion check.
I'll go tip. You can't. You have a 3.5. And I understand why he's complaining about who did it, but he did it. He got the money, and he's going to be investing it in something that he's going to be amazing at. He's going to make more money on top of that because he's a very good businessman. I understand what he's doing and why he doesn't like the people that he sold it to, but that was your choice, bro. You sold it to him.
I like Mark Cuban. I think Mark Cuban's an interesting guy. I think Mark Cuban is good for the NBA. I think Mark Cuban is good for professional sports. He needs to shut up, man. Right. You took the money. Yep. You took the money. Yep. The second you take their money, you don't get an opinion.
Yep.
If you don't like how they're going to do it, don't sell it. And I thought I was going to be in charge. It wasn't written down anywhere. You know what I mean? Like the second you agreed to take their money, your opinion does not matter. And like I said, I like Mark Cuban, but that's a bad take by him.
Yeah, agreed. No, it's like building your dream home, and then somebody comes and offers you like triple what you paid for. You're like, yeah, and then you come back after a week of it sold, and like they changed the house purple. You're banging on the door. It doesn't work that way.
No,
it's not your house anymore.
It's not your house. Get off of my property.
If you just want to be somebody that stands there and waves at people, then sure. But if you think you're going to have a controlling interest in something that you don't own the majority of anymore, it's not how it works. It's just I'm really surprised that somebody as shrewd and as smart, and like I said, I like Mark Cuban, but that was just a huge miss.
Give me my trash can back.
Yeah. Don't steal Stu's trash can or his fence or anything else because he does not like it. That was fun, guys. Tower Buzzers here. They're getting ready to open it. Laura, good luck on your your maiden voyage tonight. I know that you are going to do great. Got a little Laker pregame show coming up next live from Tom's Watch Bar. We will see you all from Legends Attic tomorrow.
If relaxation were a job, I'd be Employee of the Month. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Eddie Griffin brings a laugh riot of raw, unfiltered hilarity